Hi guys, my name is Goncalo Martins and I'm the program developer with Club Calisthenics, and today we're going to cover the basics of rings. So if you are starting right now with your journey with rings, let's cover the fundamentals of rings. So let's cover a vertical push, so dips. We have the rings, and you can, if you have a set of rings, you can use them at any place. You can hang them on a squat rack, you can hang them on a stall bar, you can hang them on a tree, anywhere. So it's a very cool apparatus to use on this calisthenics journey. And when you're doing dips here for the first time on rings, it's very hard and very discouraging. Let's see how can we approach it when you are starting your journey with rings. So we're going to use a band. There are different ways of doing this. You can use it in a way that the rings are lower enough where you have your feet on the floor to support, or we can use a band any level of strength that you feel comfortable with. You put the bands around the rings and you're going to put one knee on the band and go up. You can have both knees. Now try to stay tall, so avoid like hunching your back. So try to have that chest up and smiling, and then go down and up, down and up, and release. So you are starting. I don't recommend to do a lot of volume here right away, and a couple of reasons why. First one, I would say that you're not used to grab something like a ring, something that is thin, and then you're going to put all your body weight or a portion of it on your hands, and that's just going to start hurting your elbows, hurting your shoulders. So try to target these like a couple of reps every other day, or the days that you train. Jump on the rings, do 1 or 2, rest for 2-3 minutes, then do a couple more, around 3 to 5 sets, and then let it go. As you keep going, you can increase the number of reps that you do on the rings, or you can decrease the resistance band that you are using. Let's just cover one more thing, which is the different variations that you have when you grab your elbow, when you grab the rings. Let's just cover one hand position that you need to avoid in order to protect your elbows. So we have the ring. Let's say, let me just bring this one a little bit lower here. Just for us to be easier. So imagine that I'm on top and grabbing. And one of the things that I want you guys to focus is to avoid to go and have that thumb going in. The main reason why, if you're doing your rings like this, if you are a beginner or someone that has started right now your journey, that notice that your elbow is flaring. And if you don't have the strength yet to do this, this is just going to start hurting your elbows, it's going to start hurting your shoulders in the long term. So let's try to have that neutral position, so thumb pointing forward, and then eventually you're going to start rotating that thumb out of your body. So a lot of people say, oh, you should be doing what it's called rings turned out, RTOs. This is the right way of doing it. I challenge those thoughts. Right or wrong, again, it depends on where you are in your journey. Just make sure that it's neutral. Avoid going with that thumb in. And if you can, eventually over time, just rotate, and that just conditions your elbows for more advanced tricks on the rings. Now, if you are familiar with other ring progressions, there are the Bulgarian Dips, and the Bulgarian Dips actually require you to have that thumb in. But again, that's just a more advanced progression that you should do that only like later on. So right now, just focus on having that band on the rings. Place one knee, jump up, place the other knee if you want. Keep those rings neutral, go down, stop a little bit on the bottom, and then up, down, and up, and come down. Great. Give it a try and let us know how it goes, and we'll give you feedback.